Good morning students, welcome to our online geography lecture. Last lecture we have studied about eclipses, that is solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Today we are going to learn new lesson. The name is tides. Let's see. Here is the figure 3.1a. Observe it carefully. And figure 3.1b. Here are some questions. Do the above photographs show the same place or different places? Yes, the photographs show the same place. Observe and note the spread of water seen in both the photographs. What do you understand? In figure 3.1a, we can note that the sea water is very close to the coast. In figure 3.1b, we can note that the sea water is far away from the coast. What is this natural events called? This natural events is called high tide and low tide. Means when water is very near to the coastal area, that situation of water is called high tide, and when the water is far away from the coastal area, that is called low tide. Let's see the geographical explanation. Both the photographs show the same place. If you study near the coast for some time, you will realize that the sea water is sometimes very close to the coastal area, figure 3.1a, and while at the other times it is far away from the coast, figure 3.1b. We call this movement of the sea water tides. Barring a few exceptions, all the coast on the earth experience tides. High and low tides are natural phenomena. Let us try to understand the scientific reason behind these natural events. What is important in it? Sometimes the sea water is very close to the coastal area or to the coast, and at the other times it is far away from the coast. This natural phenomena, these natural events is called high tide and low tide respectively. Barring a few exceptions, all the coast on the earth experience tide. Let's see the next. Tides are movements of sea water occurring daily and regularly. The level of sea water changes after a specific period of time. After every 12 hours and 25 minutes, a cycle of high tide and low tide gets completed. Tides are movement of sea water occurring daily and regularly. Means tides always occur daily and regularly. The level of sea water changes after a specific period of time. Means after every 12 hours and 25 minutes, a cycle of high tide and low tide get completed. What is the science behind the tides? These regularly occurring events appear to be quite simple and natural. However, it is directly related to the sun, the moon and the earth, and the gravitational and centrifugal forces that interact between them. Here is the new word centrifugal. Centrifugal means water move away from a center. So, what is the science behind tides? The regularly occurring events of high tide and low tide appear to be quite simple and natural. However, tides are directly related to the sun, the moon and earth, and the gravitational and the centrifugal forces that interact between them. Let's see. You can try it at home. Keep a small stone or a chalk piece on your notebook and move the notebook from left to right with some force. The next experiment, take water in small container that has a handle. See what happens if the container is reeled around the force. Fill the mixer jar with water and switch on the mixer. But this activity you should do under your mummy papa's supervision. Or fourth, you can do the observe a fan and the slingshot while they are moving. Or take a half glass of water, slowly move the glass in one direction in circular fashion. Observe what happened to the water. Or you can do this. Observe what happened if the reel a key ring around a finger. There are some questions and you will get the answers. Now let's see the centrifugal force. The power or force that the earth gets due to its rotation is called centrifugal force. This force works away from the center of the earth. And what is the gravitational force? Due to centrifugal force, any object on the earth will be thrown into space. However, the gravitational force is working toward the center of the earth at the same time. Due to the gravitational force, any object on the surface of the earth remains at the place where it exists. Observe these two figures. This is G means gravitational force and C means centrifugal force. Student, today we stop here, and today's homework is draw figure number 3.5 in your notebook. Thank you.